What's up? Yeah, I was so tired yesterday. I didn't think to express it to T. I left my white towel, beautiful white towel, some socks, and some tank tops that I just don't want to have to keep. I was so tired, y'all. And then I didn't go to work. Then it happens to me like once, maybe a year, maybe twice. And when they get up to get ready for work, and my back locked up on me. Well, first of all, Walmart, I know some people might come and watch the video, or Z's, whatever you want to call them. But they're going to watch, and they're too stupid. Now, I expressed to the young man whose work is running it, and the females, when you have somebody who's disabled, 100%, 50%, whatever it may be, or whatever the element is, in the world, there are people riding around working their jobs, riding their scooters and put stuff up and everything. But if you don't sit there and say, what are your disabilities? Because as far as management-wise, supervisor, it is important that you know this. It's not HIPAA or anything. It's not against that for the manager, unless they're talking to somebody who you did not convey, say it's all right to tell. They're supposed to sit down and know every one of your disabilities, ADA, da-da-da. But these individuals, especially pale skin ones, y'all, it's not everyone, y'all, because there's a lot of them who actually know what they're doing. But in certain places, they think they know everything, and they think that it's going to be all right because, you know, certain Zionists who come over here, a lot of them majorly, the majority of Palestinians came from California to so-called red states. I hate all that. They are Zions. Whether you like it or not, they are Zionists. And they don't care about America. They've been conditioned and brainwashed through that worthless education system to perform the things that they're performing, whether you like it or not. Trust me, I know. That's why they're allowed to be rich. A lot of them are very stupid and very dumb. Y'all know it. You know a few of them. But at the same time, they don't know how to sit down and ask. And when I locked up, so I fill out things because, you know, I don't take days off. I don't take vacation. My military history, it's all there. I don't take leave. Unless I had to sell it back and use it. I never took vacation. No. I come around after 3 years, and you have 90 days, Mr. Branch. You got to sell or you got to take. So I always sell 90 days worth of leave and take 30 days. I used to do that all the time. Well, majority of the time. Unless they went and changed it because, you know, they got to lie and stuff. But that's what I used to do. And I know some people say, man, you would take 3 years, 30 days, you wouldn't take leave, vacation. Nope. That's how dedicated I was. You know? But the idiots, they don't see nothing. They see what they want to see. They want to use what they want to use, blah, blah, blah. You know, in 2 or 3 of my past lives, I was a prolific killer. Obviously to the Indians, but I was a prolific killer. I've seen it over and over and over. Remember I told you I got a story to tell. And one of them is one of my past lives. I was a prolific killer. I mean, if you was a bad guy, I didn't care if you were a woman, child, whatever you were. If you were an executioner, murderer, I would hunt you down. And they were afraid of me. Rightfully so. Oh, I can still access it now if I want it, but that's not who or why I'm here. Just correct a lot of that. I mean, one of the worst. And today, you have what we consider peasants, which is like, are in positions everywhere you look. Okay? It's called breakfast burrito. So I called them, and I guess we'll see if they have morals or whatever. Which doesn't matter one way to me or not. As long as they have it, good. If they throw it away, I have to get some more. I'm going to pull something up here. All right. Now, UK citizens traveling to Mexico should beware of significant safety risks from the violent crime, kidnapping, and organized crime, particularly in certain states like California, Guerrero, and Tamaulipas, where the FCDO advises against all but essential travel. Travelers should also be cautious of food and drink safety, sexual assault in tourist areas, and opportunistic kidnapping. It is essential to check the government.uk, blah, blah, blah. The very people that want you to have an ID and put a chip in your ass and monetize them and do the very thing y'all saw them doing in China, while they have their racist Zios, you know, perpetrating the fraud. And people who, the politicians that went to war and murdered innocent people, to which should have never happened, and them children get some back pay. You see all this stuff that's going on. The other one, I just want to share this with you. So, the U.S. Department of State has issued a level 2 travel advisory for Mexico, urging increased caution due to risk of violent crime, indicating homicide, kidnapping, and robbery, as well as potential terrorist activity. Some states are rated higher, with level 3 advising to reconsider travel, and level 4 warning, do not travel to specific areas. The U.S. government has limited ability to help in many parts of the country, and emergency services can be interrupted. Now, I'm going to share some information with you firsthand. And I want you to look at the people based on news. Google it, American, NSN, whatever, U.S. Embassy and Consulate, blah, 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 right? Mexico travel reminders, all those things that are out there. Security conditions vary greatly across Mexico. They got color codes and all that. But I want to share some with you, personally. Cartel warning for American tourists in Mexico, stay safe in popular areas. 2 narco banners purportedly threaten Americans visiting or living in Mexico. Let me help you out with something. Cartels love making money based on your stupidity. They're not doing this. It's the Zios. You got to remember that president, the female, who recognizes the Afro-Indigenous population compared to a lot of Spaniards who are their family, but relation of those who came to conquer the land. Narcos ain't doing this. These are them fake-ass cryptic Jews, these Zios. They're not Jews. First of all, let's eradicate that. These Zions. They're the ones creating this. They're the very ones that betrayed, just like Negro Zions. You have them here. Oh, trust me. Right? A lot of Negroes in y'all. A lot of people start to see this. Chicago, New York, all these places. A lot of those Negroes are playing the game because they're going to be safe. At least perceived to be safe, unless there's a sacrifice. They literally, your fake leaders are the ones who created this destabilization, and you already know the media is a liar. They don't give a damn about you. They want to suck you in, lock you in, and everybody out. The wall is being built not to keep them out. It's obvious to that. But what y'all need to pay attention to, our people are more safe there, except for you ignorant Negroes who keep listening to your fake-ass leaders who work with the enemy. All right? And you become your own worst enemy. Those, look, let me tell you something. I know firsthand. Now, you have more of a problem with certain whitewashed Mexicans here who believe in the white ideology and the ignorance and everything of it. It don't matter if they got our bloodline or not. Those here, not all, some solid brothers here from Mexico. All right? Colombia, Venezuela, who they've been attacking, I think killing innocent people. All right? Because these Zios like testing weapons. And they don't care who they test it on. All right? They don't want you to come together. So they got to keep you divided. All right? It's like a lot of our Palestinian brothers and sisters. They're waking up more than anybody. They're telling dumb Negroes who they really are. They are more of them telling you who you are than they are of us. But y'all are caught up because a lot of y'all are still living in these dumb Negroes, these fake-ass leaders, these motherfucking storytellers, these liars. And you don't want to change direction. You don't want to see it for what it is. And I am myself personally getting tired of it. Now, there is the truth to Neanderthals who didn't get murdered out, they died off. And some of our people, whatever they were doing, decided to mix DNA and create. And that's, but we always were able to have it. They had to kill off that breed, ours, and create their own. And that's why you have a lot of pale skins with O positive and O negative. But you have a lot of pale skins that have that RH Rhesus monkey gene. Now, a lot of them don't like it. And they're not with all this shit. But you need to know this. I was sitting there wondering when was one of these so-called fake Native Americans telling the story, tell the truth. They're not going to. Because they have the same goddamn gene in them. It's like the majority of people call themselves Jews. If you are RB1 and all the other shit, you ain't no positive or negative, motherfucking Jew is not a Jew. Or Jew by definition of the new terminology. Yeah, okay, so what? But they're not Semitic. At all. Somebody's starting to realize, oh my God, Theodore Albert Herzl, he was. Yes, it was one of them Ethiopians called a Brahmin, who a betrayer, who now calls themselves Hindu. Why do you think they're all here all of a sudden? Why do you think a lot of their women starting to have disgust in them? When at one time a year, they can go out and have sex. Married men go out and have sex with eunuchs. Go all up the butthole and do all the freaky stuff. Kama Sutra. And then go home to their family. Throwing colors and shit around. That is not their way. That's not the original way. Now here we are on my ancestral land, my ancestral public, and motherfuckers don't know whether they're coming or going. But they're worried about people having a large platform. Man, my platform is the earth. They make the best one. You're always going to have dumb people all over. Do not let that manipulate the way you see people, how you love people, and how you care about people. You got a lot of wonderful Chinese people who would like to tell you the truth, but some of y'all don't know how to listen. You got magnificent Koreans. You got many people all over the earth who ain't with this shit. But then you have the enemies. Enemies to themselves. Now, I know that a lot of y'all follow people and it's all about black, white, and Creole colors and this, that, and all that other shit. There are two races. There's man and there's human. Woman and there's human. The human, Neanderthal, hybrid. Doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean they're fucked up. Our ancestors tried to save them. Then there's us, who are nothing but man and woman. Well, by the definition, those are the only two races if you want to equate yourself with a fucking race. And you have them who have set themselves in position, the crazy ones, with certain individuals who are crazy here, to be over you. To make sure you don't know how to get back into the state of your true divinity. Whatever it may be. And they needed y'all not being able to fight back. To which you're succeeding because you keep looking for motherfuckers like the little Mexican guy. You know, they fake killed Kirk. Now they got Candace bowing out, talking about fear for her life. And now they're giving you that little Italian homosexual out of Chicago. Mente, whatever the fuck. And y'all just love that shit. You know why? Because you have no more hope for yourself. Nah, I'm not indifferent. I care less what any of them are doing. But y'all always looking for something based on what they direct you to look for. Everybody's so smart. Now they're getting your mindset on nuclear weapons. Yeah, they done moved into Venezuela. Nuclear weapons from Russia. Yeah, now they're talking about, the Samson Protocol. Yeah, nuclear war on the rise. And you got these dumb buns on YouTube, about 5 of them, I think, pushing that. And you know what you'll do? You'll come across it, you'll metastasize it like a goddamn virus, which we know is parasitical, like a cancer. And you'll sit there and let it cannibalize yourself, and you'll push it out there. That's energy you're pushing out there. You're creating the very thing that was done before. And they were stronger. Now, you know I ain't here to stop shit. I'm gonna see everything unfold so we can get to the next part. That's the part I want to see. I don't give a fuck who believes what, whatever. You all make your choices. You make your choices, right? You just love your choices. Everybody knows everything, right? I'm making a mess. I'm gonna put this down. I said, no, I'm not gonna eat with it. Boy, I'd be going right back over to the lawn. I think I'm going back over there anyway. I got some other whites I gotta wash. Oh my God. Now, I know it's that rant. I know some of y'all gonna come on here and go all crazy. And I told you that was gone. That was done. I was doing that for show to get people in here. I need y'all to care about yourselves and learn how to talk in a way that's meaningful. Because you can even see on Facebook and Instagram, certain people you follow in the so-called indigenous community, they move like you know who. They want to tell jokes and always laugh, ha, ha, ha. And they're not saying to you they want to do that to keep your mind off of something. Because they're not explaining to you how to elevate yourself, how to put yourself out of a certain transition or position, to move into a better place of position of transition, to be in the moment of the essence, that means right now, in the very vicinity to which you exist, not yesterday or tomorrow, but in the present, and being present in the presence. They're not doing that. And some of you, because you're goofy as hell, you're going to be ha, tee, ha, ha, ha. Ain't no benefit to yourself or anybody else around you. Now remember, some of these Negroes, ask them what their blood type is to see if they be honest. I guarantee you they won't. I mean, think about it. How many of y'all starting to see a lot of Africans who look like us? Now they out there dancing, doing that tiki shit, right? Beautiful, I love it. But even they were lied to by their ancestors. Ain't that some shit? Not all, but a lot of them. And why you think those little punk asses in UK and America, so-called America, went over there to make all them damn wars? Funny how they always got the leaders up out of there. You ever pay attention to that? Except for the time James Taylor cut that motherfucker's heart out and ate it. James Taylor was from here. Well, born there, but yeah. And they got that traitor, and he turned around, and you know who tells his story? They lied on Idi Amin, and y'all bought it. Why? Because these worthless ass black, I call them infomercial media personas in the 60s and 70s. They killed two motherfucking, they killed one Negro and another one who was a Jew, an Irish one. That's the nigger Lincoln, and they're still trying to tell a story like Lincoln was a pale skin. He was not, he was a Negro. And Kennedy, because of the greenback. That's right. Then they said, we gotta teach these dumb motherfuckers, we gotta make a Negro dumber than everybody else. Everybody else they don't care about. A lot of my pale skin brothers and sisters, a lot of y'all number cannon about it. That's why they had to build you up to a certain point. A lot of the lynchings, what they don't tell you, that's why I study it. A lot of lynchings we stopped. We killed a whole lot of folks trying to lynch people. They don't tell you that, how we fought their army. And was fucking them up, had to have a peace treaty. Yes, we was fucking up their army. We was killing them sons of bitches left and right. They couldn't have a good time, they could never go to sleep or nothing. There was so many of us. Now niggas running around wanting to go up each other's backside, pushing this agenda and that based on sorry ass professors, and a lot of them went to UK and France and everything else. It's funny how they want you to believe in something, but part of the Civil War that you ought not get. When you have the ink, you have what you call it in Canada, the UK and Canada. It's funny how the French own that, and the French and Spaniel, and yeah, right, we in between. But you don't know their history, do you? No, as I said, they were using the Mongol and prolific of those of that bloodline, you want to call Spaniards. They were using them to fight and conquer, and it wasn't working out too well. And a lot of them, because they remembered some past, decided to go against. And y'all always say Spain. France, by way of the Zions, was in control of all that in so-called South America. Up to Louisiana, where there was no such thing as a Mexico ever, even on the fucking maps. Never until 18-something. Canada, but it's funny how we got Alaska from Russia, was controlled by UK. Tell me how that worked. Oh, that's right. They made up some great, pretty fucking great stories that y'all just buy into because you can't find it out and figure it out for yourself. Damn, they're not smart. But anyway. Hey, Sharon, what's up? What's up? Hey, y'all see my Cashapp. Y'all can donate still. I'm still saving up for this damn thing. I was watching this young man. He built one. I got to go up. I got to get the ladder. I'm going to spend $200 and get the ladder. 10-foot ladder. I got to go. I got to take these plywoods off. I got to put the 1/4 inch. And I've got to put the water sealant, which I didn't put over all this crap. I should have been using the dockside boat water sealant. I didn't because of time pressing and the fiat. That was, I was taking care of a lot of things, not just me. All right. And I know it's not for me to say that because I don't glorify when I'm helping or I'm carrying people, whatever. It don't matter. I'm going to do that regardless. That's what makes me different. Being a loner don't mean that I am not without or that I do what I do. They don't have to speak, and if they want to speak, it's on them. Water here's rising. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Sneeze, what's up, Mama Thumb? I got you. Got Sharon. Oh. Righteous Tay, what's happening? What's going on, fam? Who was that? Yeah, John H., whatever the monkey name is. Go ahead and learn how to eat a banana again, because the food's not doing your brain well. Hey, Simon. I hope that was good enough for you to see. That was a breakfast burrito. Anyway. It's raining pretty hard. I got to go back over there. I got to wash some of these whites that I got. I'll probably pick me up. I got towels dried in a bag inside. And I need to get some of that to the storage unit until I build these cabinets. I'm actually going to empty out a lot of stuff in the back. I got a lot of tools back there I need to bring up. I got to get that water sealant, so I'm going to look at that and how much that is. I don't know if I'm going to purchase it right now. But I really wanted to be to work last night because I don't like missing no days. I'm not beating myself up, but I don't. And I remember I was sitting up like, get ready. I don't know if T was there or whatever. I just remember sitting. Oh, I just remember making that noise like, oh, shit. Excuse my language. Oh, shit. I don't grab my back because I know what it is. And I learned the side. I was like, man, it started raining. I was like, oh, shit. Man, I turned the fan. I was laid back down on my back. And I was like, God damn, what am I going to do? And I had like an hour and a half to, get myself together and get over there. It only takes me like 20 minutes to get there. I was like, oh, shit. Well, I didn't think it. I knew what it was. And I was like, don't say nothing. Don't say that. It'll unlock. That's how I said it. And I'm turning south up. I'm turning this way up. And I'm like, that's because I didn't bend down. My knee hurt. I had the brace on. I picked that damn thing. It was heavy. But I just snatched it up. I mean, I'm strong. I mean, I don't think I'm not strong. And I was sitting there and taking my breath. I was like, oh shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man, it had me, man. It had me, y'all. What the hell? What is that? Oh. And so I dozed off for like 20 minutes. I woke up, I went to sit up again. Thank goodness I didn't have to use the bathroom. Anyway, I just woke up, I was like, oh, snizzle, man. So, I laid on my side, I put the thing up under me, and I don't have nothing to lie about. I was laying there, and I said, well, let me see what's on YouTube. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I don't want to look at this shit, because you know it makes you slow. It makes you slow. Every time you're on the phone and stuff like that, what they're pumping through, slows you down, thought and everything. I got to put a lot through for me, but I'm sitting there saying to myself, if I get up and I get in there, I don't want to be all drama walking around, oh, look at me, oh, my back hurt. It wouldn't be that way, because when my back hurt, I'm grabbing somebody, they're going down with me. All 200, I'm 18 pounds, taking their ass to the floor. Because that's how bad it goes when I'm, moving. And I was like, you know what? I got the back brace, I put the copper tone, I put the regular back brace on. I'm like, ain't no way in the world. And you know me, I'm not running to some fucking, y'all remember, for a year, I was in the emergency room damn near every other day, bro. I was in the emergency goddamn room every other day for about a year and a half, 2 years. It wasn't anxiety for me trying to get off, wanting to talk to a doctor, what's better for me, just minerals, this, that, and the other, back and knee pains, all that shit. That's when I realized the doctors ain't there to help. That's when I said I got to change up. Because you know them, they want to cut. They want to cut. They want to cut. They don't want to really help. They want to give you the poison, but they never took it. All right? And some are starting to realize that efficacy of that problem they have. But, yet, I knew there's no way in the world. I'm going to go in there and start working because I'm not a body. You know what I'm saying? And the dumbest thing they ever could do is have somebody who's disabled and not sit down and ask what's the disabilities, so they can put them in an appropriate position. They just want to use bodies because that's the Zio's ideology and the narrative. That was not the founders' narrative. Like how dark women show dislike the dark man or reverse. If you're attracted to lighter or darker, just be, exactly, we're beyond that, exactly. They waste effort just like in other groups unless they are directly harming you. Always. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that I'm confused by is why so many say on these folks are this, but by promoting other folks. Oh, that's what she was saying. Hi, I didn't really understand, but that's what you're saying. We're in a time when, listen, there are millions of people across the vectors who are married to, man, listen, that's why we got to stop listening to the fucking movie that they're pushing agendas. Just let them push their agendas and don't buy into it. That's the reason why when you buy into them, you give it energy. If you're in a good relationship, you're happy with the relationship, then be there. If you always want to try an experiment, it's not an experiment. You need to know where your heart sits, your gut instincts, and everything else. If you're holding on to the dynamics of the lie institutionalized by your ancestors, your parents, then that's a bad thing. You need to be your own individuals and move away from that. Now, there's nothing wrong with checking blood and then seeing where that person really stands. But most people don't know how to study or read people. And that's sad because a lot of us grew up in broken families. We don't have that strength, that knowledge. We don't have that learned, that learned benefit, You got to remember, some of the longest relationships were so-called fake-ass mixed relationships. But what people don't know is what I said in the beginning. Do the blood work. If you have an issue, you don't want to make bunky babies, and I'm saying that because that's how people think. Neanderthals weren't bad fucking people. By the definition of what y'all think Neanderthals. They died off. It was the end. What did they do? They might have done very great things that just not wanted to be bothered. But they were incorporated. By who or what? Don't even worry about it. If you got your, and look, a lot of the so-called Africans had the Neanderthal bloodline, motherfuckers, and they didn't sleep with them. Now I'm about to have my cheek because I'm going to the gym later on. My back is a fucking magnificent. I have icy hat on it, and it unlocks after about 4 hours. And I would have been at work, sitting there in the damn break room, attempting to explain motherfuckers who don't have a doctorate, don't know nothing about anything. They don't know nothing about physical therapy. They don't know nothing. So, It's funny how we get in a job and then we think we get into a position and all of a sudden we know everything. That is not the case. Trust me. Sometimes you have to correct that fallacy in a lot of individuals. I'm making 7 figures, so everybody's beneath me. No, actually, them motherfuckers are beneath a whole lot of folks, but they don't know what a lot of people know. They just happen to be good in that position that they move in. But see, that's the mentality that we're dealing with in this Zio hypocrisy. You would think that people would be wise enough to realize it's not a good deal, but it's the deal that everybody's got. Doesn't mean you have to make a deal with them. It's just the deal that everybody has. So I'm about to go to the laundromat. Turn this shit off. Got some hot water to make some more green tea. I'm gonna go and wash this little bit of white. Don't take one wash and get it done, and it'll be happy, good to go. Charge this shit up. Then I gotta get up in here and I gotta work on some things. So I'll go park over by Kohl's and get up in the back and do the work that I need to do. Set everything. I gotta grab the tools out of. One thing I can still do is I can still charge my tools up with the truck. Everything else, it overloads. I don't know why. I gotta check the breakers. I gotta check all my breakers. Make sure that the stuff is working hard as shit. You know what I mean? There we go. All right. Some green tea. That's ready. Let's pour that in there. Yes, sir. Love my green tea, guys. It's getting hot. Ooh, that's hot as shit. Oh, that's hot. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I got my little thing right here. When I'm riding around, I need a little caffeine. Yeah, that's the only kind of caffeine I usually will do. I don't do nothing there. No. That's caffeine I'll partake. It's beneficial. Damn it, that shit on my foot. I'll not take this off and wash this. So anyway. A little cheat on. I got me a little donut, cake donut. Let me eat that when I get over there. Let me see. Okay, go. Let's go ahead and turn it all the way off. So I'm gonna give you a little something else, and then I'm gonna. Pull up some videos and be careful what you're watching. I'm not saying that everybody is protected. I am only pointing out that there's a lot of people. They're not trying to harm everybody. They're looking at what's going on, who's behind it, and know this. The enemy's got to the point where they got enough dumb Negroes, they check blood, to do the dumb shit as if they belong, and a lot of people have no idea as to why. Never will. You know? Sad. That's my baby right there in the back. Okay. I got you, man. Okay, I'm sitting on. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this all the way off. And it's at 50%. If you have a problem with Google, get Brave. I told y'all that before, okay? I shared with you opposite of what, you know, and I know a lot of people have a hard time with that. Go ahead, yes, so what, Chinese, whatever. You can pull up a lot more information when they keep hiding stuff over here. Pull up the Library of Congress and learn how to search it out for information. While it's still there, go to the 1970s and 80s and look at the museums in Germany and UK and all over. Look at it. I don't know why y'all still arguing with motherfuckers on your land who are ignorant to that, and stop playing this we all right, we can chat and talk with a motherfucker who's sitting there, who don't like it, who don't want to do with you, and who's a stupid motherfucker. Dead ass like that. And get your goddamn gun. For the majority of you ain't strong enough, you haven't practiced, you don't do push-ups, you can't even run around the fucking block. I don't advocate for violence. I am saying in the epitaph of what's going on, they are going to do a lot more and y'all ain't ready for shit. I know some of you think it's just me. No, you can't. You can't handle shit. And I'm not giving that energy. That's the energy that you're putting off that I feel. Sad stuff, man. Very disturbing. Disturbingly so. Very sad stuff. You know? And I want to order a couple of books. If you don't want to donate to help me with this, and young Cherokee, beloved, I'll marry you, niece, my baby girl. I don't even have to ask her for nothing, you know? Once I get established, because like I said, next week I got to go up to the thing to do the park ranger. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to laugh and joke. And if something happens today, look, man, I ain't trying to stop nobody what they're doing. If you want to be cartel, you drug dealer, whatever, do your shit, man. Hey, man, everyone's got a choice, bro. I ain't super nigga. Shit, or super engine. What the fuck? I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. There is just the fact that choices that are morals, that are things that are moving. I don't care what believes and what doesn't. If y'all want to talk the Torah and the Bible and get back to the root of how it should be, then we'll set up and we'll have everybody come on. Even the religious zealots who are fucking idiots, who don't know how to read nothing, who are bought into the lie, while we break it down to know how to metastasize, to grow your true inner light, we'll say, per se. To allow your physic and soul, which is one, motherfuckers, to illuminate itself. Excuse my language. It's rant time. I am saying, for those who's listening, but anywho, what's that? Cryptid in the park, I love it. Oh, mama. Yeah, and look, like I told you, I got pale skins, I know of blood. I got friends, and I'm tired of all this crayon color shit. You either know who's bad or you don't. Some people are just ignorant, and you might not be able to contend with them. I can converse with an individual and be like, look, man, that was some dumb shit to say. I know you didn't mean, I know you mean well, but listen here, you could change. Oh, if that's what you had, hey, man, more power to you. You don't have to always fight with a motherfucker, man. You don't have to be, you know, road rage is a motherfucker, but how about walk rage and park rage and library and ethnicity rage and media rage and red and blue rage and political rage and goddamn, that cake got soy and that cake don't rage. Motherfucker, eat the cake and shut the fuck up. Just don't make better choices and save it. And older women, don't be fucking with little young boys. Stop being stupid. Passing on them badass DNA and shit. Fucking them up even more. Stop being selfishly inconsiderate. It's because they done broke you. And the same for the fucking, well, older men have more to offer without rage and emotion. Unless they ate too much soy cake. Then, yeah, don't. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know that's right. Regardless of what walks amongst us, what doesn't, what is, what isn't, don't even give it no thought. Let those of us who can manipulate it, let us do it. Unless you realize that you can, you won't say nothing. Alright? They've been offered. They're too goddamn stupid. They wanted to be on their terms. Well, it is your terms, motherfucker. That's how stupid they are. The problem is they can't accept the reality because they've been so stuck and stupid. For such a short period of goddamn time. People are starting to see it and realize it. was that a lot of older women are teaching young women to dislike men and joke. Yes, absolutely. Even in these black goofy women who hate men, who never had a good dick in the first place. Probably had their poppy or their uncle or their brother running up at them, fucking the whole thing up, beating them and shit. Them worthless ones, they still exist. And in those women, they don't get the help they need, and so I can't hate them. So they push a vernacular based on the pain and suffering. Can't hate them. Same thing with men who are getting ran up, their little booty played with by cousins, with the booty hole played with by cousins and the neighbor, you know, Epstein, the Stein, whatever the fuck. Yeah, schools too. He used to have the school there, Ray J. And they're kind of influenced by it. Next you know, you got, you know, Professor Winthrop throwing a throb up the backside of Bob. I mean, this is the way it went. It's fucked up. Excuse my language. Okay? Yeah, people who are angered. Look, these sorry-ass politicians, these fuck monkeys, y'all allow them. They sending money over there, but they didn't put it in the community to help the veterans or anybody. But it's because y'all keep felling. You don't say nothing. Why? Why are they doing what they're doing? Because you're all comfortable, all separated. Oh, they're enjoying the fuck out of it. Then you got dumbass relatives who are just stupid as shit. No, it's Trump. Trump been dead. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That ain't Trump. Damn. The game's a game. It is what it is. Ain't my business. Let me see something now. Let me see. I ate that food and make sure the Mexicans ain't poisoning motherfuckers. Because sometimes they will do stupid shit. There we go. There we go. Mushroom coffee. All right, here we go. Vitamins and shit. All right, let me turn it on. Let me see. Hold on. Bullshit. That's what I thought. I'm in an open space other than the internet in this truck. And here come the little fake ass witches. They be cracking me the fuck up. Ah, they're funny than a motherfucker. I love them. Wearing black in the rain does not keep you from getting wet. Damn. All right, let me see here. Yep, 7. Right. Now it looks brave. Now you can't trust none of this shit, remember that. Okay? You always gotta remember that. Okay? Hold on. Ethnic restaurants and food poisoning. The subtle racism of saying Chinese food causes your stomach ache? Well, the reality is 44 of the accused restaurants were Asian, 22 were Mexican, Salvadorian, or Peruvian, and so on. Is it a real thing? It absolutely is. And these people, sadly, don't realize that the system here in America, even though they might like what you're doing, they will persecute your goofy fucking ass. My Mexican brothers who are in restaurants who are racist and stupid as fuck, who believe that you're indigenous to this land and you're not. Chinese, well, you already know, you know who they are. All right, it's not everybody. All right, it's certain individuals just like all the other ones. It's not everybody. You got to remember, a lot of relatives, a lot of family. I've seen so many Mexicans with melanated babies and have whatever you want to call them, you know, they're ignorant, so they say black and Mexican, all this dumb shit. When the truth is, a lot of these so-called black Americans are actually indigenous to original people of this fucking land. And the fact that the system, the education, the fake ass, because you gotta remember Rockefeller or the foundation, all based on that education, medicine, and everything else is fucking people up. The proponent parts of the goddamn DARPA and the military, which God, they all that. You would think that they knew better, but obviously a lot of people are still pretty fucking stupid. And they're still individual dumbasses who move as if it's all right and are still doing dumb shit. What can you do? No burial forest, yeah. That's a beautiful thing. Single moms, yeah. Yes, mama. Shit do have more sense than these men walking, yeah? Of course. I know that's right. Simps. Oh yeah, the Simps, for real. Yeah, you know, it's pretty screwed up. One way, either way, you know what I'm saying? Let me turn this goddamn thing off. I can't believe I got this thing on, pulling this shit coming off the water with the ducks are swimming around, and I'm wondering why the geese and them look fucking retarded. And they just standing out in this rain like it's all right, man. They drink tap water. And I'm like, these people done lost their mind, man. They literally drink the poopy water. Did somebody say, oh, don't worry, you're all right, it's only gonna kill the niggas? I don't know. It was ignorant of me to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll come back on later and get our rain on. I just want to put a little rant in. We're gonna go ahead and wash these little whites. I got wash those things up. All right. And I like that damn towel. That was one of my favorite towels. White towel. That was one of my favorite towels, yo, for real. And these motherfuckers ain't called back yet, man. That's what I'm talking about. Motherfuckers make $1, man. Pathetic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know 3 or 4, yeah. Oh, I appreciate y'all, man. But let me get ready to get the heck up out of here. Wash these little bit of clothes. All right, charge that little shit up. Come back, go back, get up in there and work on that shit. And you know, whatever's coming on in this rain or whatever's happening, it ain't no good for you. These motherfuckers can't stop. All right. But I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. Unless something else happens, you know, then I'll let you know. All right. You already know.